here. The family, they're doing something pretty cool. Something I think is pretty exciting. They are currently doing the first ever Kill Tony Columbuston, Ohio edition. How about that, guys? The popular comedy show in Austin, Texas, it's coming to Columbuston, Ohio. All right. It's at the local comedy club. It's called the Looney Bin. And of course, it is an actual insane asylum containing people with very serious mental health conditions, such as schizophrenia or occasional light gay thoughts. So that's tough. But the family was like, we're going to do Kill Tony. We're very excited. And I'll be honest with you, I'm not quite sure they really got the idea. I did see that they had printed out MapQuest directions to Tony Danza's house. So I'm a little concerned about that. We'll see where that kind of all goes. And then on the pages they had written, it's either red Sharpie or possibly blood. I'm not 100% sure. They had written, I'll show you who's the boss, asshole. Which I thought was rude, to be honest with you. I don't know why we got to be calling people assholes, okay? Ugh, disgusting. But I'm here. I'm doing a live stream. And there is a little something I wanted to do for you guys, okay? Wanted to do a little something for you guys, all right? Let me put this on right here. Ahem. So first we have an advertisement. No thanks. Skip. All right, so no advertisement. It's going to play. No, I don't have it. Just a second. I was working in the... Well, now I'm spoiling what it's going to be. I was working at the polling station late one night when my eyes beheld an eerie sight. For an Antifa soldier from his college campus began to rise, and suddenly, oh, to my surprise, he did the fraud. He did election fraud. He did fraud. It was treasonous fraud. Election fraud. I yelled, oh my God, election fraud. He did election fraud. From my live stream studio in Columbuston, Ohio East to Comet Ping Pong, where the Democratic operatives feast, the illegal immigrant voters all came from their humble abodes to treat democracy like a gosh darn commode. They did the fraud. They did election fraud. They did the fraud. It was treasonous fraud. Election fraud. I yelled, oh my white Christian straight God. Election fraud. They did election fraud. The Haitian migrants were eating the pets, while Tim Walz was taking bets on how many tampons would fit in his butt. 20 in there, and he's sure to nut. They had a plan. It was tight as can get. But little did they know, oh, little did they bet. All of us moderate centrists, we had a plan too. And I can't say what it is or I'll be kicked off YouTube. They did the fraud. They did election fraud. Election fraud. Tim Walz did treasonous fraud. Election fraud. They shall perhaps soon meet their God. Election fraud. They did election fraud. The radical communist left tried to cheat, but it was no matter. Will turn their brains into pancake batter. This isn't a threat. Secular humanist YouTube lawyers beware. It's just a metaphor, but I also do mean it literally. They did the fraud. They did election fraud. Election fraud. But we sent the army into inner cities to deal with it. Election fraud. I think you get what I'm saying here. Election fraud. Oh, I forgot to make that rhyme. Election fraud. We've lost 3 viewers. Election fraud. Oh, easy, Igor, you impetuous young boy. If you vote Democrat, all of your children will be turned into trans immigrants. Don't ask so many questions, Igor. Trump Vance 2024. I'm a moderate centrist. So that lost. We lost 3 viewers there. What do you guys think of the monster match? The election fraud match? Good riddance. This is gold. I had a lot of fun. If they don't know the value of a good topical song parody, I'm like the Capitol Steps, but I'm not afraid to get, quite frankly, and get the kids out of the room for this one. Get the kids out of this room for this one. I'm not afraid to get heckin' real. You bunch of I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid to do it.
Shut up and sit down.